This video guides you how to update the firmware for the specified device.
On the Azure home screen, click IoT Hub. Click the IoT Hub you want to use. Click Updates. Click Import a new update. Fill in the descriptive label with the contents of the update firmware and click Select from Storage Container. Click Storage Account Name. Click Container to register the update firmware. Check the binary file and manifest file of the firmware you want to register from the container screen, and then press the Select button. Since the files of selected firmware are registered on the Import Update screen, please press the Import Update button. Click Device in Device Management for your IoT Hub. From the list of devices, select the device ID that you created in the linked video. Click Tag, Edit, of the selected device to display the Edit Tag screen. On the Edit Tag screen, enter a name and value. Enter ADU group for the name and enter any character for the value. After entering, click the Save button to close the Edit Tag screen. From your IoT Hub, click Updates in Device Management. Click Group and Deployments. Since the list of groups is displayed, the group set to the value of the tag has been added. Note, if the device has never communicated with the target board, it may not be added to the ADU group list. In this case, connect from the target board to the IoT Hub device running the ADU. Prepare the CK-RX65N board with the initial firmware written. First, connect Ethernet cable that is connected to the network to the CK-RX65N board. On the CK-RX65N, check that J11 is open, J2 is short, and pins 1 and 2 of J16 are shorted. Also, connect both J20 and J14 on the CK-RX65N to the PC with USB cables. By connecting the USB connector of the J20 to a PC, it is possible to monitor the operating status with terminal software such as TerraTerm. Now, start TerraTerm, click Serial, and then select the serial port. Click OK. Then, click Setup, Serial Port, select Speed 115,200 and click New Setting. To boot the initial firmware, Pin 2 and Pin 3 of J16 of the CK-RX65N are switched to short, run side. TerraTerm displays a log of the initial firmware execution status. The output information may differ depending on the build project. You can check the current firmware version by displaying installed criteria. From the IoT Hub you want to use, click Updates in Device Management, and then click Groups and Deployments from the Update List screen. Click the group name that you want to use for firmware updates from the list of device groups. On the Group Details screen, click the Group Basics tab, and then click Deploy in the center of the screen. When the new update screen is displayed, check the version and click the Deploy button. The Create Deployment screen appears. On the Create Deployment screen, click the Create button. The deployment starts. After downloading the firmware, the update is completed when the display of installed criteria shows the updated firmware version. Even if the firmware update is completed, the status will not be updated automatically, so click the refresh button. When the firmware update is completed, the deployment status will be succeeded on the group detail screen.